Welcome back to the Vendez vs. Media YouTube channel. You saw the thumbnail, clicked on the video. This is the Seattle Seahawks War Room video. One half of the Draft Busters down there at the bottom of your screen is Chickster. Chickster, how are you doing?
I'm thinking real hard about making this Seattle team better. Just getting real into it. So let me cook.
What do you think the biggest need is for Seattle to address in the first round before we
No
get into
fucking
it?
idea.
All right, sounds good. I respect the play. All right.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why I was thinking about it. Quarterback. They're going Michael Penix. No, they have Sam Howell now, right? So they don't need to.
Yeah, they got
All
Sam
right.
Howell to supplement Gino.
16, 23, 43. Interesting. What's the board looking like? What are we looking at the board? Need some interior offensive help. Front seven needs a little bit of help. Corner. Oh my gosh. Quinyon Mitchell.
I was about to say, like,
You're feeling it.
I want to see the other trade. I hope they're trading up for an offensive lineman because they need they need to redo the entire line.
They need
we're gonna let both of these sit because both of these are interesting. But yes, bro, like, okay, listen. I'm all for trading down. I'm all for like getting the picks, taking all the shots you can, right? But if you pair Devin Witherspoon with Quinyon Mitchell, I know you can't see this hand, but Devin Witherspoon's over here, and you pair him with Quinyon Mitchell.
That was a smooth transition. Just a little.
Thank you. You're building the Legion of Boom again. You're building that no fly zone where you got man-to-man monsters on the outside. It is tempting. It is very, very tempting.
It is tempting. Now, let's devil's advocate here. If we go down, well, how many 7 spots, or we go down 5 spots or whatever, who are we looking at? Who could we get at those? So like
immediately comes to mind is Graham Barden and Jackson Powers Johnson.
And see, those guys I feel like are just like, if even though we're dropping down 5 to 7 picks, I think the drop off of talent is too much. You know what I'm saying?
That's valid
I think Mitchell is like up here. And even though we're only going down 5 or 7 spots, now the talent that we're getting is down here. Now,
because you can still pick up other corners, yeah.
If we were doing this or like this, it's like, okay, maybe, but like we're here. Like, so
yeah.
I'm all for the Mitchell pick. I think the offensive line does need some help. And in this draft, defensive tackles, there's some guys. Linebacker, there's no guys for linebacker in this draft. So hopefully we can get some interior offensive line help. But I do think Mitchell might be the pick here. I don't think moving down was quite worth it.
It is worth noting, to play devil's advocate on top of your devil's advocate.
So that's God's advocate?
Seattle does not pick until 81 after this.
Ooh, that's tough.
So that's what I'm saying. If we can get something if we can pull off something like this, then we have that second round pick again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where we could still target interior offensive line at 23.
If we can get 46 as well.
That's never going to happen.
All right. I tried. Sometimes you just got to risk it for the biscuit so you can get a Trisket. Here we go. Damn. I see what you're cooking, and then trade down from 43, 46. Just give it to us, you fat bitch.
All right. Let me cook. Hold on. Let me cook.
Okay. All right.
I'm not gonna take too much time. I'm not gonna take. We can still stay put at 102. That's fine. I want 74 though. You motherfuckers are being so fat.
I mean, how much fatter do y'all need to be? On God. That ain't gonna happen. All right. Oh, you're still cooking. My bad. What about Miami? What does Miami have? Before we put all our chips in there. Oh, they're not gonna give us 55. Yeah, they don't have a pick till 158. Good God Almighty. All right, who did we get though? Who'd they trade up for? Johnny Newton's a good pick here. I didn't know he was still on the
They
board.
traded up for Fautanu, which
Yeah.
I also think he might stink. I'll be honest. I'm not
Ooh.
entirely sure.
I do like the Johnny Newton pick here. Could be Nate Wiggins here as well.
Graham Barton and JPJ are still on the board though too.
So what? So do they need? Do we think they need more defense, or do we think they need to? Hey, we have Geno Smith, we have Sam Howell.
My thought is Geno's the quarterback at least this year, right?
Yeah.
Beyond this year, it gets a little hairy, but it should be trying to protect Geno as much as you can. You know what I mean? Because the tackles are set.
Mm-hmm.
The tackles are set for sure. And then it's all about like the interior is lacking a bit. Although they drafted a guy last year who I really like.
Well, and my thing, and maybe I'm in the minority on this, but I think too many people are too high on Geno Smith after only just like one really good season, or like a. Go ahead.
Here's what I would do. Here's what I would do.
Okay.
Since this is the war room, right? And we are the owners of the Seattle Seahawks, right?
We're the owners. We're not even GMs. We're owners. Oh, we getting Sizzla.
That's crazy.
Okay.
We're the acting GMs of the Seahawks. Yes.
Okay.
They have Olu Oluwadami sitting behind Nick Cross at center. And if you remember, if anybody was here last year watching this video who's watching last year, how much Trey and I both loved Oluwadami coming out of Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
He had a dominant Senior Bowl. He looked good at the combine and was taken and is just kind of sitting behind Nick Cross at center. I say you kick Nick Cross to the road to kick him to the curb. You start Oluwadami at center. That way, it kind of addresses center a little bit.
Okay.
That way, we can go guard, or there are guards in the second round that we can get now that we have that second round pick. We could get someone like Cooper Beebe at what fucking 40 whatever.
I think we have three options here. I think we got Johnny Newton. I think we got Nate Wiggins, and then we can go or Graham Barton. I think those are our three that we're kind of looking at here.
Graham Barton just brings you so much flexibility.
Yeah.
Which is tempting because like if Olu doesn't work out, which I don't see why it wouldn't, because I like him a lot. I am curious because he can play guard or center, so that helps.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have a first round grade on him though. Someone like Johnny Newton, one of the better defensive tackles in the class, but this is also a sneaky good defensive draft class or defensive tackle class as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nate Wiggins, very solid corner. I think what makes the biggest impact to this team as a whole is probably Johnny Newton.
I think putting them right there in the middle of the center just kind of helps out their whole defense. And even though, they're Byron Murphy, I feel like they can get sweat later on. What?
Kansas City traded up to 20 and took Brian Thomas.
They needed a wide receiver bad. They could have got him later on too, which is funny.
Think that,
Go down 3. We lose fifth, fourth, get a third next year.
I think.
I mean, that's not even worth it, I don't think.
If we look at the board,
all right.
You got Michael Hall. Well, we just took defensive tackles, so we can't. You're right. Max Melton sitting there, who turns out he is fast. Braden Fisk is there. Hold on, let me take a look at. They're both gone. That sucks. Yeah, Edgerrin Cooper just went. I was gonna say Edgerrin Cooper would have been a good play as well. Peyton Wilson went really early. He went 40.
Oof, that's early.
Yeah, it's a little early for him, but he's the best linebacker in the class.
Yeah. So this is where. So are there any guards now that we're looking at? Perhaps. Perhaps. No, there is not.
No.
Okay. So now maybe we're looking at a corner now. You said Max Melton, he's super fast. Is he any good though?
He's a little undersized. 5'11", 190 is not like bad necessarily, but NFC's got some big receivers. Like if he was lined up with someone like AJ Brown or something like that, he's gonna get fucking wrecked. But he's not gonna be the CB1 as well. So
Yeah. Hmm.
oh, it could also
Well,
be something like best player available.
okay. In the second?
But just based off of
Mm,
because like there's not really a ton of team needs here. You know what I mean?
yeah. I think I'm on board for the Max Melton pick. I think, well, maybe not. Go to corners in general. See what other corners we have there. It's too high for KD.
It's
I feel
too.
like,
It's a little too high for Carson as well. Hopefully we can get someone like Mike Essa 81 potentially.
yeah. Offensive.
In theory,
I
you potentially could kick Oluwatimi to guard and pick up Von Prawn here at center.
yeah.
That's an option,
I
which I
I
actually don't hate.
I think Von Prong can play too. Von
No,
Prong.
he's solid. He's solid. He's solid. I think
Uh,
that might
I think
be.
that's the move.
I think that is the move as well. It might be a slight reach on him, but I think we have flexibility along the offensive line where we can make a move like that.
Uh, okay, that's just kind of whatever.
I mean, we lose.
Yeah, so it's like whatever.
I don't like that either.
Nope.
Cool.
God, send
Not
better
a,
trades.
not a lot of very good trades. KAD is still here. Javon Bullard is a really intriguing pick as well.
Mm.
They did just move off of Jamal Adams. Jamal
I was about
Adams
to
is
say,
gone.
am I the dude from Moneyball? Or is like when you
Yeah, bro, I
point,
love that movie. That movie's so good.
like you point at me and I was supposed to like, do you want me to speak? And he's like,
Can
when
you
I punish you.
can you believe that Trey doesn't like draft day?
I knowing how Trey is, yes. Because he's like, this isn't even real life. Well, obviously it's a movie.
To be fair,
No one trades 3 seconds for what, like the sixth
yeah,
overall pick. No one does
yeah.
that. No one does that.
Like it's like
And they try to make those things
objectively,
look.
it's not a very good movie, but it's good. You know what I mean? Does
I
that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like it's not good, but you like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like you can objectively say, hey, this is not a good movie. But it's an NFL draft movie.
but I
It's
really
kind of
like the
cool.
idea of the movie. I wish it was
It's
like execution could have been a little bit better. However, it's like the only real movie of its kind, basically, where it takes
I
you like behind the scenes of an NFL draft room.
yeah, that's why I don't mind it. Like, hey, it's so chaotic. There's like 40 million things going on at one time, and like and it really I think the good thing about the movie, it kind of captures the chaoticness of the NFL
Hmm.
draft,
Yep,
and like how that
100%.
now no one's trading 3 seconds for the sixth overall pick. Then they try to make him seem like he was crazy for asking for 4 second-round picks, and then I don't know.
It gets a little goofy, but
It's I kind of I enjoy it. It's I always watch it the day before draft day. I always do.
you have to.
I
Absolutely
I
have to.
and like Trey is purely like this movie's stupid. I would never do that. Well, yeah, obviously, but that's not the
To
point.
get us back on track here. I know I was the one who got us off track, but I'm gonna get us back on track as well. Shout
Well,
out to
I'm
my
just
conductor
along for the
cap.
ride.
Um, I like Javon Bullard's flexibility in this defense because he is declaring as a safety, but he is also somebody who could come down and play nickel corner as well. So it doesn't necessarily fill a direct need necessarily. However, Bullard can play nickel corner and also go back and play
Indirectly,
safety as well.
indirectly, it
Hmm.
does.
Yeah,
I
because
I I can I can get with that.
I think out of like KAD's next up on the board. You got Mike S as well, who we've talked about. I think Bullard makes a bigger impact with his flexibility.
I think having that versatility, especially in the NFL now, offensive line and secondary versatility is so key. Just because defensively, like with how offenses are just so dynamic nowadays, like you have to be able to disguise coverages. You always have to be able to put guys in places that people might not expect, and they have to be comfortable playing there. So I could get down with that for sure.
We
Mustafa.
don't have any trade options, and we're going from 118 to 179, which kind of stinks. We kind of have to. We really need to hit on this pick.
Okay, so we got Johnny. We got. I kind of wish we would have went with Jerzon, but whatever. We went Von Prawn in the second. We went what's
Javon
his name?
Bullard in the third.
Yep, that guy in the third. So now linebacker. How do we feel? Linebacker? No. Well, maybe.
I mean, Jalen Ford's fine.
And we're picking him at 118. But like you said, we have to make sure we get our guy here because we're not sure if he's going to be here like later on, 61 picks from now. So
I wish that they. Oh fuck! I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. Forget it.
Good conversation we're having right now.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
The stresses of draft day. We're already messing up.
What the fuck is this guy's name?
Well, I don't know who you're trying to say.
Noah Fant.
Oh,
Noah Fant at tight end.
And Will Dissly. I thought Noah Fant was going to be better than he was going to be. Honestly,
I also thought Noah Fant was going to be a lot better. Which, if I remember correctly, wasn't he?
This is extreme thirst.
So, this is an extreme thirst.
I was holding this big ass water bottle in front of it. It's like, this is an extreme thirst.
We mentioned it in the last video for the Indianapolis Colts. Be sure to go watch that one as well. We talked about Brock Bowers a little bit. There's like a weird discourse online about Brock Bowers not really being a first round prospect because tight ends drafted in the first round never really pan out. See Noah Fant. Noah Fant was drafted 20th overall.
Ew.
He kind of stinks a little bit. I'd be interested in someone like a Theo Johnson or a Jared Wiley potentially as well.
I don't. And the reason why I don't like
Jakeem Bell. Jakeem Bell's like a freak athlete.
The reason why I don't like that is because it's not like they got people that can't play tight end there. Like they don't have scrubs there, And it's not so much of if we draft these guys, these guys are an immediate upgrade. And I mean, I'm not saying, picking at 118, a lot of these guys are going to be immediate upgrades. But they do have, they have guys that suffice there. And I don't think tight end's necessarily the biggest need they have. Does that mean I know who they should pick here? No, absolutely not. But go to corner, actually. See what they got at the corner section.
I do like Kyrie a whole lot.
And I mean, like now we got Witherspoon, Bullard. And now Kyrie Jackson. And now
they got a nasty safety in Seattle too.
And now we're thinking. You know what I'm saying? Now we're thinking. Now we're cooking. Okay.
Now we're cooking with a peanut hole.
Because we already got Johnny. We got Von Prawn. We went Bullard. I think just in case people are kind of like, well, you didn't get a corner here. Now we can get a corner. And I think that kind of almost not triples up, but I mean, that kind of covers their bases. And they moved off of Jamal Adams, like you said.
It is interesting, though. We're going to go ahead and take Kyrie Jackson as well.
Okay.
Like the idea of Seattle really needing corner because they have Devin and Reek Woolen as well.
Why do they need? Yeah, they have Woolen there. That's all right. Legion of Boom.
I was going to say it's never a bad thing to have a lot of good corners.
Yeah.
So still no freaking trade options.
Well, there's not a lot of people like we got to trade up to 179. So
Well, it would be nice. All right.
okay. I think
Okay.
we can. I think Kamara might be a good pick here. Not gonna lie to you.
I think it's just I think at this point it's best player available. Yeah, and I think he fits that mold for sure.
Joe Milton. No, we're not picking Joe Milton.
Why not?
Well, I mean, he's not gonna learn much from Geno Smith. So
Learn how to be a pro.
If he's there at 192,
we're not picking Joe Milton because they have a quarterback waiting in the wings in Sam Howell. So the picks Mil Kamara.
Yeah, Mohammed.
Can't believe Evan Williams is still here this late in the 6th round. It's a shame.
It's a catastrophe.
It is. He'll be a hell of a 6th round pick.
All right, here we go. We're thinking.
Watch this work.
Watch this work. Is there any tight ends you like here now?
Dallin Holker.
See, I think this is a better spot for it.
All right, I like it.
I think this is a better spot for it. Unless is there a tackle guard? Well, not guard tackle, but maybe guard. Nope.
No. Nope.
Okay.
There you have it. Dallin Holker, Seattle Seahawks.
Dallin. It's almost like his name is Darlin. Darlin Hooker.
Listen here, darling.
I mean, Edifwan Elafoshosheo is the fucking pick.
Yeah. If you guys haven't realized by this point, when it comes to these 7th round picks, most of it is just finding names that we like.
Edifano
that is a solid name.
And that was one of our needs was linebacker. So
that is true. That is true. Listen,
you can take that to the bank.
This is not bad.
No, I think it just feels. No, I think it's putting pieces and spices in the right spot to make a good meal. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta put some seasonings here. You gotta have some things that complement each other. Gotta have a good kind of display. You know, kind of plating here. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm hungry now. I'm kind of watching. I'm hungry now. Yeah, well, we started talking about wings, and then now I'm like hungry.
Luckily, we were able to trade down. And we still got Johnny Wilson at 21. We were only able to trade down once. The plan with the interior of the offensive line is we are going to kick Olu Oluwademi out to guard as well, and Von Prawn is going to be the starting center there in Seattle. Javon Bullard is going to help back in safety. He can also come down and play nickel corner as well. But we also drafted Kyrie Jackson as well to help out back there too. Mo Kamara back there in, I believe that's the 5th round. Just kind of best player available. Dallin Holker is a nice option behind Will Dissly, behind Noah Fant. He's got some decent upside. And then, yeah, our 7th round picks mostly just we like their names.
And
on that note, let us know in the comments below. What do you think?
How
we do?
Look at the first round. Like, do you think we should have took Mitchell in the first round? I think that's the question.
That is the very valid question. Is we were between trading down and potentially getting Johnny Newton or taking Quinyon Mitchell there as well. Let us know what you would have done if Quinyon Mitchell was sitting there at 16. If you liked the video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up. Comment down below. Share it with a friend. Share it with the Seahawks fans. Share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed already to the Vendetta Sports Media YouTube channel, don't know what you're doing. Alex, do you have anything to say to the people who haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel already?
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing, you fuckhead?
Hopefully I could have said it better myself.
I hopefully that motivates them to be like, well, shit, I gotta press the button. Either that or they just put a dislike just because I said that shit. But
that would be on brand. That would be on brand. All right.
You know what? I do what I do.
Keep an eye out to the Vendetta Sports Media YouTube channel for the War Room videos. We're gonna see you next time.